Hey guys, Jack here. Just bear with me while I'm blocking this and walk with me because very interesting topic I want to talk about today. So if you're one of those people who find a lot of people giving you quite a lot of objections, you know, when it's time comes when you speak to them and you want to sell them something, you join the call, you want to, you know, do all that to really convert them to a client. They actually give you a lot of objections. If you're one of those people struggling with a lot of people giving you objections, this video is for you. It's interesting, this guy is just teaching his wife how to drive, and I think they just hit the car while teaching them how to drive. I don't know if they're going to leave their details. I hope they do. You reckon I should stand there and make sure they do? Let me speak to you guys, right? It's very interesting. Let me see if they're doing it. Coming back to the topic, if you're one of those people who get a lot of objections, and at the end when you speak to people, the only thing you ended up doing is objection handling. This is what happens with most people, right? When you speak to them and you want to convert them as a client and you want to, you're on the call with them, right? So your intention is to convert them as a client. But what happens is they started giving you all the objections. They don't have money. They don't have a time. They have to speak to their wives. They have to speak to somebody to confirm that. Or whatever, right? So all the thing happens. So most people, what they do is they get into the objection handling. Let me actually cross the road. Let me cross the road and get into the beach, and I'll speak to you there. Remember the one I talked about? They hit the car, cops just caught them. They just got in trouble. All right, this is much, much better. Those guys really got in trouble pretty quickly, actually, very quickly. So, speaking to you guys, if you are one of those people who are speaking to over the phone to convert people, and they speak to you and they tell you a lot of excuses. So here's my suggestion for you. So if you are one of those people and you get into trouble and you're unable to convert the clients because they give you a lot of excuses, something you must do is this. There shouldn't be a situation in your business where people give you excuses. And let me explain this a bit better. There was a time in 1960s or 70s when this, people like Zig Ziglar came in that industry, and they started this new trend at the time called excuse handling. Right, so all these excuse handling sort of popped up at the time, and a lot of people were handling the excuses. Any person said something and they gave the answer to that excuse, and they kind of started the old car salesman technique to close or let people buy from you, right? So, but what happens is now those things don't work because people already know that, right? So you don't need to go and excuse handle. So what you must do is you must have an education system before you speak to people over the phone. Means that all these excuses must be handled in your education system as your story, as the steps, as anything else. The education system, what it does is it actually makes sure that people don't have those excuses. Whoever you're going to jump on the call after your education system, they are the people who already qualified. They're the people who already, gone through the process. They understand how you can fix their problems. All the other people, they're not going to just come on the call. Hope this was useful. Speak to you guys soon.